Hello, and welcome to another episode of Simon Goes on Testosterone. Yay! This is going to be a 1-month update, and this video is once again sponsored by Plume. Plume is a fantastic service for trans people by trans people who provide gender-affirming hormone therapy. I've been with Plume for a month now, and it's been fantastic. My medical provider is one text away on my phone on the app, and I feel very supported. I feel very valid with Plume. If you want to learn more about them, you can watch the first video I made and also check out the links in the description box. As I promised in the last video, I wanted to journal, and I wanted to journal all the little things because 1 month on testosterone is different from being 1 week on testosterone. How do the changes feel? How am I feeling? 1 week on testosterone, I didn't feel much. It was just starting to get into my body. If you don't know, I'm currently on a dose of 0.3 milliliters injected once a week, and I do it via the subcutaneous injections. Overall, I would say that I am extremely comfortable with the changes and the pace that I'm going at right now. Like, when I think about them, the first thing that comes to mind is comfortable, gentle. And I think that says a lot. The base dosage used to be 0.5 milliliters a week. And I read some blogs from like a Russian source, and they do a milliliter every 2 weeks. And I think with that, it's like a bigger dosage and a bigger period of time in between. The changes come, like they spike when you get the injection, and then they kind of like go really down. And so there's a much bigger emotional roller coaster, energy roller coaster. Like, it's just less gentle. With my dosage, I feel very, very comfortable. I feel like it's the best dose I could be on. I can say I feel a lot of the emotional roller coaster whatsoever. I read and I watched a lot of videos for people, trans guys and non-binary people who go on T, or like gender non-conforming people, say that they feel more aggressive on testosterone, which was, I don't know, that idea made me kind of uncomfortable, but so far I felt nothing like that. Or more impatient. I'm generally quite an impatient person, and I don't particularly see any more impatience in my behavior, and I do try to like notice everything and be aware of my emotions and feelings. I also don't particularly feel like a spike of energy once I get testosterone. Like, I do it on Fridays. I don't particularly feel more energetic, and I don't particularly feel more fatigued by the end of the week, which is Thursday. I've also seen people struggle with the intramuscular, is that what it's called? Like the longer needles that go into your muscle, and say that they can't seem to do it themselves. They need someone else to do it for them. That is very scary. That is very anxiety inducing. That it's very like stressful. And I don't feel any of that with the subcutaneous method. I'm not exaggerating when I say that it takes me like, 3 minutes. Like I do a minute of preparations of putting down everything I need, like cotton swabs and alcohol swabs and like all of my needles, different needles, my medication. But after I'm done, it's like done. No pain, no discomfort. I do it in different sides of this soft area right here. Yeah, it's very comfortable. It's very, I was stressing quite a lot. I was like, will I be able to do injections once a week? Like, that seems like a lot. Yeah, that's no problem. With the subcutaneous method, at least, that's like not an issue. I wrote down 2 weeks in because that's when I started feeling some changes a little bit. My throat started feeling very like itchy and like scratchy, almost as if I've always had like an itch. I would like cough a little, and I would be like, ugh. And that's not fun when COVID is happening. So I really tried to keep that in. Reel that back in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, at first I thought that I kind of had a cold, maybe. But I had no other symptoms, like no runny nose, no nothing. So I think that was just affecting my vocal cords or my throat. And It still feels sometimes a little bit scratchy now, 5 weeks in, but not really anymore. And in regards to my voice, this is how the progress has been. Hi, my name is Simon and I am 2 minutes on T. My name is Simon and this is my voice 1 week on T. Hi, my name is Simon and this is my voice 2 weeks on T.
Hi, my name is Erin and this is my voice.
Hi, my name is Simon and this is my voice 3 weeks on T. Hi, my name is Simon and this is my voice 4 weeks on T.
Erin's family just told me that my voice sounds a lot deeper and lower, and I just want to say that when I wake up from a nap, this is how I sound like.
Also check this acne everywhere. Hi, my name is Simon and this is my voice 1 month on T. My name is Simon and this is my voice 6 weeks on T. And I will say it really depends on the time of day, the mood I'm in, like what I'm not forcing anything. I'm not trying to talk in like a lower, like a hey, my name is Simon kind of way. I'm just kind of chilling. Like if I'm excited, I'm still gonna sound very like high-pitched, and like if I'm doing my customer service voice, I'm gonna make hey, how are you? Like it's still gonna be high and kind of as it used to be. But if I'm talking in a relaxed manner, or if I'm like in the morning or like in the evening already tired, then I'm gonna be more comfortable in a lower register, if that makes sense. Like naturally now my voice just comes from a lower point. Like let's say it used to be here, right? And now it's kind of like coming from here, and it doesn't sound masculine or very low or much lower than it used to most of the time, but it's just more comfortable to speak from that point, and I quite enjoy this. And the changes have been so gradual, and I keep saying comfortable and gentle, but because that's true. I'm not scared and I'm not nervous about them at all. It almost makes me feel like, transphobic people who try to stop it, like, I don't know, J.K. Rowling or something, like, oh, we're just worried about the youth. We're just worried, what if you want to detransition later? Then you'll detransition later. But the transition itself, it's not as drastic as they make it out to be. You can stop at any point if you talk to your medical provider about it. If you're like, okay, I'm kind of done, like this is the point that I feel super comfortable in, can we just kind of stop at this point? What do we do? Do we just lower the dose? Like what, it's just a conversation that you can have with your nurse or medical provider, a Plume medical provider if you're on Plume. So it just makes me super annoyed that a lot of people make it out to be like such a huge freaking deal. It pisses me off now that I'm actually on it and I know how comfortable and gentle it is. I'm just like, stop it, get some help, work on your life, okay? Like leave trans people alone. Yeah. Apart from the voice changes, which are the most noticeable, even if they don't seem like a lot, I do notice them and Erin does notice them. Hair is the same. I don't get any extra hair, and to be fair, my dad is not a very hairy cis man, so I don't really want any extra hair, and I'm not getting any extra hair at this point. I might in the next month. We'll talk about it when we get there. So skin wise, another change that I have noticed is my skin. Not particularly like on my body, but on my face, because I'm very conscious of how my skin is feeling, because I use a lot of skincare and all that kind of stuff. The skin really changes and it becomes tougher and it becomes oilier, kind of like how it does on when people go through puberty. So 2 weeks in it was kind of the same, and then 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, I noticed that my pores suddenly look humongous, and then I like the texture of my skin is like very visible. It used to be like softer, and now it's like rougher and patchier, and like I do get quite a bit of acne. That seems different from the acne I used to get before. It's just more and deeper, and like definitely has something to do with like the oil and the buildup and the congestion under the surface level. So I did introduce one more skincare thing into my routine, and it is I'm sure you've heard about it like 1,000 times, but it's the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay mask. That's something that my brain remembered from watching trans guys' videos. I remember just them holding it. I don't even remember them talking about it, and I would just be like, oh, okay, mental note, if I ever go into E, this will probably be helpful. And I used this mask before, maybe like 3 years ago, but my skin was kind of fine at that point, so I didn't really see a lot of change, and it was such a pain in the ass to like apply and take off. Like, you really need to work it off your skin because it dries very strongly. But now I do need it because I have now a different skin type and I have different problems. Why did I say it's so weird? Problems. I'm gonna use it for 6 or 7 days in a row and then once a week, because you do like the original, I hate the word detox, but the original kind of like pulling all of that congestion out of your skin in the first 6 or 7 days. And yeah, don't forget, if you do that, don't forget to reapply the hydration and the moisture back into the skin after you do this mask, because it's quite drying, as clay usually is. But yeah, I've only done it 2 nights in a row and it's been already fantastic. Like, my skin feels much better, healthier, glowier, less congested, and I'm gonna continue doing it and see how that works for me. Now, in regards to the costs so far, I've, apart from the Plume subscription, which you can learn more about in the description, a 3-month supply of testosterone with the needles and the syringes and the, alcohol swabs, whatever, is about, at least here in New York, in the CVS, with the coupon from GoodRx, is $35, which is about $10 a month, which is very good, and like not a big deal, not a big price. I also got, last time when we were recording the first video, we forgot to get a sharps container. Basically, this is the container where you put all your needles and syringes in once you're done, so that there's no contamination when you throw them out. And it comes in a box that you put it back into and ship to a place where they're gonna get rid of it in the best manner possible. And I also wanted to include in this video a little bit of non-binary and trans TikTok, because that's where I kind of find representation these days, just to, I don't know, do something fun in this video as well. So let's watch them together. Not all people in this TikTok compilation are identifying as trans or non-binary. I just find that there is like similarities in our experiences, and so I wanted to include them. Everybody's going to be mentioned in the description box below.
Oh, you're trans? I wouldn't date a trans person. You wouldn't or you couldn't? I'm T for T, baby. You're not even on my radar. I'm a 10. You're a 0.5 on a good day with a bag over your head. Your spirit is ugly.
I really appreciate it. I only then realized that me and Erin are also T for T because we're on the trans spectrum and both like gender non-conforming and non-binary. I'm like, yeah, that's the... Fuck yeah, dude. Trans people supporting other trans people and dating other trans people, like, fuck yeah. Like understanding each other's experiences and supporting each other no matter what in a very cis and heteronormative society. Fuck yeah. I want to play house, but we're all girls. That's okay, I'll play the dad. This action will have consequences. Man, I used to search for or look for representation on YouTube, but actually, like, being on non-binary trans TikTok these days has been providing me with those good vibes and feels and relatable things that a lot of trans people go through. So that's just really fun. And trans and gay, I mean, we're both here, so.
Do you want to know the real reason why I get so many messages like this, and why there is such widespread resistance towards gender nonconforming and non-binary people? It's because at some point, we all made sacrifices for the sake of our assigned gender. We either were expressing ourselves in a way that wasn't ladylike, or we needed to be a man. I'm not saying everyone is non-binary, but on a subconscious level, we all feel imprisoned by societal expectations of our gender. So when these people see us NB and GNC people operating outside of this system of oppression, oppression. They attack us instead of attacking the system in order to justify the sacrifices they've made. These are the same people who say, I paid off my student loans, so you should pay them too. Or back in my day, we had to work for our keep. What they are saying is, because I suffered, you need to suffer too. But that narrative is how systems of oppression stay in place. Stop attacking us, and instead use that energy to attack the system of oppression.
Did they stutter? No. Wait, this one
secret.
was too relatable. I saw this one and I was like, oh, for you page. All right, okay. And it says that the tipping point for me was when I was contemplating damaging my uterus so I could get a histo, and I was like, wait, these are not cis thoughts.
That I seem to have in common with a lot of other transmasculine people that I've spoken to. Transmasculine, AFAB, trans men. That when I was younger, before I realized I was trans, I felt really guilty because I had this fantasy that I would get breast cancer and have to have my breasts removed. And I was really confused that other girls felt a real connection to their breasts as a part of their gender performance. Like, I was like, why would breast cancer patients ever get breast implants? Because they would be free from breasts. So that was a sign.
It's hard to watch because I had those fantasies all the fucking time, and I can't pinpoint when they started, but I can definitely say that I went into detail on what I would tell my surgeon and how I would make sure that they wouldn't try to keep the chest that I used to have. And honestly, next step, top surgery.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that you actually used the wrong pronouns for me earlier. I use he, they, and I'm a trans guy. Trans? You're trans? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wait, I'll be right. I can't really find anything sharper, so I hope this will do. Please fucking kill me. Kill me. I misgendered you.
Comforting cis people after they forget or disregard your pronouns. It's so much energy and so many resources go into helping other people understand you and helping other people have a good relationship with you. I don't know, like address you correctly, and I feel like a lot of that work should be done by cis people.
So I was on the checkout line, right? I had 144 eggs in my basket. Oh my god, the cashier must have thought she's crazy. Maybe, but I use they, them pronouns and... Oh, yeah, I know, but I mean, the cashier would have misgendered you. Maybe, that doesn't mean you had to misgender me just now. Like, what are you, a method actor? Yes, of course, I'm renowned method actor Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh my god, Daniel Day-Lewis, what are you doing here talking to me? I'm so glad you asked. I'm actually researching a role for an upcoming film where I play a transphobic person. Oh wow, that's probably the only circumstance where this might be acceptable.
I don't want people to call me ma'am, and I don't want people to call me sir, but it feels better if someone calls me sir. I don't want to use the women's or the men's restroom. I just don't ever want to use a restroom. Don't care if it's all gender. Don't want to ever have to use the bathroom. Don't want a body with needs. Don't want to have a period. Don't want to have a dick. I want a deeper voice, but I don't want body hair. Don't want to be a boy. I hate when people call me girl. I like when people call me bro. Cat person or dog person? Both. Want to show off my scars. Also want to put tattoos on my scars. But I also do want body hair. I want a mustache. Big mustache.
If this is not one of the most relatable videos on TikTok that I've ever seen, it's like, I despise being called ma'am or girl. It makes me feel sad, angry, desperate, frustrated, like all of those negative feelings. But then I don't want to apprentice, and I don't want to be a man. So like, what's out there, you know? I do feel like in the next maybe 5-10 years or something, non-binary identities will become more accepted. But before that happens, like, we still need to be here. And she does not identify as non-binary or trans, but, you know, she's a lesbian, and oftentimes like lesbian culture correlates to like some parts of like my experience or something. I can see myself in some of that, and that's just a good example. Like, it's really funny. But also Trader Joe's employees like knowing exactly what to say to you. 7-year-old me seeing Mulan cut her hair and bind her chest.
Just realized something very important about myself. I'm gonna repress it for a few years, but good to know.
Bellissima. Yes. Was Mulan your favorite Disney movie as a kid? You're likely gay or trans. Like, I don't make the rules.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be the daughter that you needed. I'm sorry I pretended I was her. I'm sorry this is so confusing. I wish you could see it through my eyes so that it wouldn't hurt you so much too. Call me by my name, why can't you call me by my name? It's always the same, you won't call me by my name. Call me by my name, I'm begging, call me by my name. I'm in so much pain, can't you just call me by my name, please?
It is the sad side of non-binary TikTok. It's a shared experience of asking people who are close to us to just accept us for who we are, not punish us for our very existence, by calling us dead names and by using the wrong pronouns on purpose, or out of sheer, you know, unwillingness to understand or accept or recognize who we are.
Tell me you're trans without actually telling me you're trans. I'll go first.
Catch me sitting here like,
God, why do I have to work? I am sexy. I am sexy. Why am I working? What is this?
they are correct. And they should not be working. This TikTok is not, it's just text, but it's very important information for anybody who needs or wants top surgery and needs a letter or any extra information on that, who does not necessarily want to go on the gender-affirming hormone therapy journey. Yeah, and a part of non-binary TikTok is actually very educational and very helpful, so, check this out and hopefully that reaches somebody who needs it, No gatekeeping!
Hey, remember when we were kids and we all used to think that Mystique had the coolest powers out of all of the X-Men characters?
Nope, that was just you.
That was just me. Wait, you don't think that shape-shifting is...
It's because
It's because I'm trans.
Is that an experience we all shared? Come on. It was either Mystique and shapeshifting, or it was Xavier, Professor X, and making people think what you want, because then you can make people perceive you the way you want to be perceived. And both of them achieve the same goal.
I'm sure you realize this, but cis people get gender-confirming surgery all the time. Breast enhancements, penile enlargements, and yet no one pathologizes them or makes them take a rigorous psychological exam.
That is very true, and that is just another perspective that needs to be recognized. And cis people need to really recognize that, because a lot of people are like, oh, I never thought about it this way. Well, start thinking about it this way. And stop gatekeeping surgeries and treatments that trans people need to lead the life that is true to themselves when you get fucking whatever you want all the time. I'm tired. There's a very good comment here that says, cosmetic changes like haircuts or makeup are also gender confirming things cis people do. Yeah. So here you go, the kind of gay, trans, non-binary, gender non-conforming side of TikTok. I think it's fun, it's educational, it is just facts, and a lot of relatable things that we can share and feel a little less alone. I've learned more about top surgery on TikTok than I've ever done by like reading Reddit posts and stuff and watching even YouTube videos, so definitely check them out. The names of the creators are in the videos, and I will try to put them in the description box as well, so find them, follow them, give them a like, give them, some attention, and I'll see you in the next update. I'll see you in a month for a testosterone update or a life update, and I'll see you maybe sooner for something else. We'll see. This channel is just kind of free-flowing at this point. Bye!